Tigers are among the most iconic and powerful predators in the animal kingdom, with a rich history that reflects their evolution, cultural significance, and conservation struggles. Below is a detailed overview of their history. Evolutionary history. Tigers, Panthrotigris, are members of the cat family Felidae and belong to the genus Panthera, which also includes lions, leopards, jaguars, and snow leopards. 1. Origin. Tigers are believed to have evolved around 2 million years ago during the Pleistocene epoch. They likely originated in eastern Asia before spreading to other parts of Asia. 2. Subspecies. Over time, tigers adapted to different environments, giving rise to 6 extant subspecies today: Bengal, Siberian, Indo-Chinese, Malayan, South China, and Sumatran tigers. 3 subspecies of the Caspian, Javan, and Bali tigers have gone extinct due to human activities. Tigers in ancient cultures. Tigers have held a prominent place in human culture and mythology for thousands of years. 1. Asian symbolism. In Chinese mythology, the tiger is a symbol of strength, courage, and protection. It is one of the 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac. 2. Hinduism and Buddhism. In Hinduism, the tiger is associated with the goddess Durga, who rides a tiger to symbolize her power and dominance. In Buddhism, the tiger represents Sangha in the trio of spiritual obstacles, along with the monkey and deer. 3. Korean and Japanese folklore. Tigers appear in many Korean and Japanese legends, often depicted as guardians against evil or as mythical creatures. Human-tiger interactions. The relationships between humans and tigers has been complex, marked by awe, fear, and exploitation. 1. Hunting and trade. Tigers were hunted ostensibly for sport, skins, and traditional medicine. The 19th and early 20th centuries saw a significant decline in their populations due to British colonial hunting practices and the fur trade. 2. Conflict. As human populations expanded, deforestation and agriculture led to habitat loss and increased human-tiger conflicts, particularly in areas like India, Nepal, and Indonesia. Conservation efforts. By the 20th century, tiger populations had dwindled alarmingly, prompting conservation efforts. 1. Global decline. By the 1970s, tigers were on the brink of extinction in many regions. The global population fell from around 100,000 at the turn. The red fox, Vulpes vulpes, is one of the most widely recognized and adaptable mammals in the world. Known for its striking reddish-orange coat, bushy tail, and sharp intelligence, the red fox is a member of the Canidae family, which includes wolves, dogs, and coyotes. Found across the northern hemisphere, it has successfully adapted to diverse environments, from dense forests to bustling urban areas. Physical characteristics. The red fox is a medium-sized carnivore with a body length of 45–90 centimeters, 18–35 inches, not including its tail, which adds another 30–55 centimeters, 12–22 inches. Adults weigh between 3–14 kilograms, 6.5–31 pounds, with males typically larger than females. Key features include fur. The red fox's coat is predominantly reddish-orange, though color variations like silver, black, and cross patterns are common in certain populations. Tail. Its bushy tail, often tipped with white, aids in balance and provides warmth during rest. Eyes. With vertical pupils and amber-colored eyes, the red fox has excellent night vision. Habitat and distribution. The red fox is the most widely distributed terrestrial carnivore, found throughout North America, Europe, Asia, and parts of North Africa. Its introduction to Australia has made it an invasive species there. Red foxes thrive in a wide range of habitats, including the red fox is primarily nocturnal but can also be active during the day, especially in undisturbed areas. Sea lions are marine mammals that belong to the family Otariidae, which also includes fur seals. They are commonly found along coastlines and in aquatic environments. Known for their agility in water and distinct barking sounds, sea lions are a fascinating species with unique behaviors and adaptation. Body. Sea lions have a streamlined, torpedo-shaped body that aids in swimming. They are covered in a layer of blubber for insulation and energy storage. Flappers. They have long, powerful front flippers used for propulsion and smaller rear flippers for steering. They can also walk on land using their flippers. Size and weight. Adult males, known as bulls, are significantly larger than females, cows. Depending on the species, they can weigh between 100 to 1,000 kilograms and measure up to 11 feet in length. Color. Their coats range from light tan to dark brown. Sea lions are distributed across various regions, primarily in coastal areas of the Pacific Ocean, including North and South America, Australia, and New Zealand. Some species inhabit cooler subarctic zones, while others thrive in temperate or tropical climates. Species of sea lions. There are 7 recognized species. 1. California sea lion, Xylophus californianus, found along the western coast of North America. 2. Stellar sea lion, Umtopias jubates, the largest sea lion species, inhabiting the North Pacific. 3. Australian sea lion. Zebras are fascinating animals, known for their striking black and white striped coats. They belong to the Equus genus, which also includes horses and donkeys. Below is a comprehensive overview of zebras. 1. Types of zebras. There are 3 main species of zebras. Plains zebra, Equus quagga, the most common zebra species, found in eastern and southern Africa. Mountain zebra, Equus zebra, found in the mountainous regions of southern Africa, characterized by a dewlap, a fold of skin, under the neck. Grevy's zebra, Equus grevii, native to northern Kenya and southern Ethiopia. They are the largest zebra species, with narrow stripes and large, rounded ears. 2. Stripes. A unique feature. The zebra's stripes are its most recognizable trait. Researchers believe the stripes serve various purposes. Camouflage. The stripes create an optical illusion, confusing predators like lions. Thermal regulation. The stripes may help regulate body temperature by creating air currents. Social interaction. Zebras recognize each other by their unique stripe patterns. Fly deterrent. Stripes may repel biting flies and other pests. 3. Habitat and range. Zebras are native to sub-Saharan Africa. Depending on the species, they inhabit grasslands, savannas, woodlands, and mountainous regions. For example, plains zebras thrive in open grasslands. Mountain zebras prefer rocky, arid environments. Grevy's zebras inhabit semi-arid grasslands. 4. Behavior and social structure. Zebras are social animals, often found in herds or harems led by a dominant male. Plains and mountain zebras. Black rhino born in December 2023 at the Oregon Zoo, recently celebrated his first birthday. The calf now weighs over 1,000 pounds and symbolizes hope for his critically endangered species. His parents, Josie and King, are part of a species survival plan under the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, designed to ensure the survival and genetic diversity of endangered species. The zoo works with global conservation efforts, including the International Rhino Foundation, to combat poaching and habitat loss. Read the full story and milestones. The Oregon Zoo plays a key role in eastern black rhino conservation. The population of these rhinos has been decimated by poaching, with the western subspecies declared extinct in 2011. TAMU's growth and health reflect global collaborative efforts between zoos and conservation groups to stabilize rhino populations. These programs include anti-poaching measures and education initiatives aimed at raising awareness about rhino preservation. A 3-month-old black rhino cub, Zhuo, made her debut at Chimelong Safari Park in Guangdong, China. Born on April 3. She has grown from 48 kilograms to 124 kilograms, primarily feeding on her mother's milk and sampling leaves like mulberry and banyan. The park has provided a mud pool to keep her skin moisturized. The horse, Equus cabalus, is a domesticated mammal belonging to the family Equidae. Horses have been crucial to the development of human societies for thousands of years, serving as transportation, labor companions, and cultural symbols. Today, they remain integral to recreation, sports, and therapy, captivating us with their grace, strength, and intelligence. Horses evolved around 50 million years ago, with their earliest ancestor being Eohippus, a small, multi-toed creature. Over millions of years, they developed into larger, single-toed animals capable of great speed and endurance. Domestication began approximately 4,500 years ago, likely in the Eurasian steppes. Early humans used horses for transportation, agriculture, and warfare, revolutionizing societies and enabling cultural exchanges across vast distances. Horses are characterized by their powerful bodies, long legs, and unique hoof structure, making them ideal for running and carrying loads. Size and weight. Horses range from small ponies to massive draft breeds. Heights are measured in hands. 1 hand equals 4 inches. Average horses are about 17 hands high and weigh between 900 to 2,000 pounds. Colors and patterns. Horses exhibit a variety of coat colors and patterns, including bay, chestnut, black, gray, and spotted variations. Behavior and communication. Horses are social, herd-oriented animals with complex behaviors. They use body language, vocalizations, like neighing and whinnying, and subtle expressions to communicate. Flight instinct. Horses are prey animals, relying on their speed and alertness to evade predators. Wolves in Arctic environments, particularly on remote islands like Ellesmere Island, present fascinating cases of adaptation. These Arctic wolves, often studied by scientists like L. David Mack, are uniquely adapted to survive in the harsh, cold climates. One interesting aspect is how these wolves live largely unafraid of humans, offering researchers unprecedented access to observe their behaviors and interactions. Mack's studies, spanning over 24 summers, reveal how these wolves hunt muskoxen and Arctic hares, rear pups, and engage in activities like food caching and howling. Arctic wolves, especially in places like the Ellesmere Island population, display remarkable resilience. These wolves live in large territories that can exceed 1,000 square miles, much larger than those in southern boreal regions. The extreme conditions of their environment, such as limited food sources and extreme temperatures, have shaped their behavior and territorial dynamics.
Sheep farming can be both a profitable and sustainable business, focusing on meat, lamb, wool, milk, or a combination of these. It involves proper breeding, feeding, and care of sheep, along with managing their health and environment. 2 types of sheep breeds: meat breeds, Suffolk, Texel, Dorper; wool breeds, Merino, Romney, Lincoln; dual-purpose breeds, Dorset, Hampshire. 3 basic sheep farming practices. Feeding: sheep are grazers and prefer pasture, but they may require supplementary feed like hay or grains, especially during winter or in poor soil conditions. Breeding: the goal is to breed for high-quality meat, wool, or milk production. This can involve careful selection based on size, fertility, and disease resistance. 4 health management. Regular vaccinations and parasite control are critical. Flock management should focus on preventing disease outbreaks, managing reproductive cycles, and addressing issues like foot rot. 5 wool production. Shearing is done once or twice a year depending on the breed. Wool quality and fiber length are vital for high-value products. Proper care during shearing is essential. 6 lambing and management of young sheep. Lambing season is critical, requiring close monitoring to prevent complications. Lambs are typically weaned around 6 to 8 weeks but may be fed longer for better growth rates. 7 marketing sheep products. Wool can be sold raw or processed into various textiles. Lamb meat is popular in many cuisines, and sheep milk can be used for dairy products such as cheese. 8 sustainable sheep farming. Implementing rotational grazing, using natural fertilizers, and integrating agroforestry practices can help reduce environmental impact. Feeding: sheep are grazers and prefer pasture, but they may require supplementary feed like hay or grains, especially during winter or in poor soil conditions.
Wild boar cubs, typically part of matriarchal groups called sounders, live in family units consisting of interrelated females and their offspring. These groups provide protection and collaborative care for the young. The cubs, also known as piglets, are born with distinctive striped coats that provide camouflage in their natural habitats. They are weaned after about 3 to 4 months but remain with the group until maturity. Wild boars adapt well to diverse environments and are highly social within these sounders. Males usually leave the group upon reaching maturity and tend to live solitarily except during the breeding season. These animals have been known to adapt their activity patterns based on hunting pressures, with significant differences in behavior between zones with and without hunting. Wild boar cubs live in matriarchal groups called sounders, which typically consist of related females and their offspring. These groups provide safety, cooperative care, and learning opportunities for the young. Male boars usually leave the group at maturity, while females remain part of the sounder. Wild boars exhibit behavioral flexibility depending on environmental pressures such as hunting. Activity patterns vary across regions, with sounders adjusting their routines to avoid threats. Detailed studies, such as one from the Swabian Alps, discuss how boars' activity levels shift with reduced or standard hunting zones. The cubs, born with striped coats for camouflage, rely on their mother and other group members for protection. These young boars remain with their sounder until they mature. The wild boar's adaptability is highlighted in its success across diverse habitats. Wild boars form matriarchal groups known as sounders, consisting of females and their offspring. Piglets, born with striped coats for camouflage, are nurtured and protected by the group. The dynamics within these groups include cooperation among females to raise and protect the young. Elephants are one of the most fascinating and iconic animals in the world. They belong to the family Elephantidae and are recognized for their intelligence, strength, and complex social structures. There are 3 species of elephants: the African savanna elephant, Loxodonta africana, the African forest elephant, Loxodonta cyclotis, and the Asian elephant, Elephas maximus. Physical characteristics: elephants are the largest land animals on Earth. They are known for their distinctive features. Size: adult African elephants can weigh between 4,500 to 6,800 kilograms, 10,000 to 15,000 pounds, and stand up to 3-4 meters tall at the shoulder. Trunk: the trunk is a versatile organ used for breathing, smelling, drinking, and grasping objects. It contains over 40,000 muscles. Tusks: both the male and female African elephants have tusks, which are elongated in size or teeth used for digging, stripping bark, and defense. Ears: African elephants have large, fan-shaped ears that help regulate body temperature, while Asian elephants have smaller, rounded ears. Habitat and distribution: African elephants, found across sub-Saharan Africa in diverse habitats, including savannas, forests, and deserts. Asian elephants, native to South and Southeast Asia, they live in forests and grasslands in countries such as the chamois, a remarkable member of the goat antelope family, is one of the most agile animals of the mountain ranges in Europe. Found primarily in the Alps, Pyrenees, and Carpathian Mountains, these animals are perfectly suited to life at high altitudes, where steep slopes and rocky cliffs are their natural habitats. But what exactly makes the chamois such an exceptional climber? In this article, we'll explore the chamois' extraordinary physical abilities, how they've adapted to survive in the harshest environments, and their important role in the ecosystem. A master of steep slopes, chamois are renowned for their ability to traverse steep, rugged terrains that would challenge even the most seasoned mountaineers. With short but muscular limbs and hooves that are specially adapted for gripping rocky surfaces, chamois are able to climb sheer cliffs with ease. Their hooves are split into 2 parts, with a hard outer edge that gives them traction, and a softer inner part that molds to rocky surfaces, providing incredible stability. A chamois can leap across gaps in cliffs and scale rock faces that seem almost vertical. They make use of their keen senses of balance and agility, often using the environment to their advantage. Whether jumping from rock to rock or scrambling up craggy slopes, chamois seem like they're born for extreme mountain life. Physical adaptations for survival beyond their climbing abilities. Chamois have several physical features that help them survive the harsh alpine environment. Their dense fur is an essential adaptation, keeping them warm during cold mountain winters. During summer, the fur sheds to regulate their body temperature. Their dark brown to reddish brown coat also helps them blend in with the rocky surroundings, providing camouflage from predators. Chamois also have large, expressive eyes that allow them to spot predators from a distance. Their sharp hearing and excellent vision ensure they are aware of any threats and can react swiftly, often escaping danger by fleeing to higher, more inaccessible terrain. Chamois are typically social animals, living in groups called herds. The structure of the herd is usually divided by gender. Male chamois, bucks, tend to live alone or in small bachelor groups, while females, does, and their offspring form larger family groups. Herds of chamois can often be seen grazing on grassy slopes, but when danger approaches, they react quickly by moving to stepper, rockier areas where they can use their climbing skills to escape. These animals are most active at dawn and dusk, when the temperatures are cooler and they are less likely to be spotted by predators. Their diet consists primarily of grasses, mosses. Cows have been integral to human society for thousands of years. Domesticated around 10,000 years ago in the Fertile Crescent, cows have provided humans with essential resources like milk, meat, and labor. Today, they are one of the most widespread and valuable livestock species globally. Biological and physical characteristics of cows, or cattle, belong to the species Bos taurus. They are ruminant mammals, meaning they have a unique digestive system with 4 stomach compartments: rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. This adaptation allows them to efficiently digest fibrous plant material. Size and lifespan: cows typically weigh 900 to 1,600 pounds, with bulls being heavier. They live 15 to 20 years, though this varies in agricultural settings. Social behavior: cows are social animals that thrive in herds. They communicate through vocalizations, bodied language, and scent marking. The role of cows in agriculture: 1. Milk production: dairy cows, such as Holsteins and Jerseys, are bred specifically for high milk yield. Milk is a vital global food resource, used to produce butter, cheese, and yogurt. 2. Meat production: beef cattle breeds like Angus and Hereford provide a major source of protein worldwide. 3. Draft animals: in many developing countries, cows are still used as draft animals for plowing fields and pulling carts. 4. Fertilizer: cow manure is an excellent natural fertilizer, contributing to soil fertility and crop growth. Cows and culture and religion: in many cultures, gorillas, primarily herbivores, have diets that vary by species and habitat but largely consist of fruits, stems, leaves, and bamboo shoots. Western lowland gorillas are particularly known for their fondness for fruits, which can make up to 67% of their diet when available. They also eat seeds, stems, and occasionally insects like termites and ants. These apes rarely drink water, as their diet includes water-rich vegetation and morning dew, which provides sufficient hydration. In the wild, gorillas are selective eaters, preferring specific parts of plants such as pith and roots. Their feeding patterns often depend on seasonal availability and their environment. For example, mountain gorillas consume fewer fruits due to the scarcity of fruiting plants in their high-altitude habitats. Trail cameras in Nigeria's Ophir Mountain Wildlife Sanctuary captured rare footage of cross-river gorillas, the world's rarest great apes. The footage included silverbacks and a troop with infants, suggesting successful reproduction in protected areas. This milestone is part of the Cross River Gorilla Initiative, which combines scientific research with community collaboration to protect these critically endangered primates. Conservation efforts have focused on reducing human activity and preserving the gorilla's fragmented habitats. Gorillas with infants in Cameroon. In Cameroon, trail cameras recorded female cross-river snow leopards, Panthera unsa, often referred to as ghosts of the mountains, are elusive big cats native to the rugged alpine and subalpine regions of Central and South Asia, including the Himalayas, Tibetan Plateau, and parts of Mongolia and Siberia. These animals typically inhabit elevations between 3,000 and 4,500 meters but may be found at lower altitudes in northern areas. They are classified as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List, with the population estimated at 4,000 to 6,500 individuals, and face threats such as poaching, habitat loss, and climate change. Snow leopards play a critical ecological role as top predators, helping regulate prey populations like blue sheep and Himalayan ibex. However, challenges like habitat fragmentation, retaliatory killings by herders protecting livestock, and illegal wildlife trade pose significant risks. Conservation efforts, such as anti Cats have been companions to humans for thousands of years. Evidence suggests that the domestication of cats began around 9,000 years ago in the Near East. Wild cats were attracted to agricultural settlements where they helped control rodent populations, eventually forming a bond with humans. In ancient Egypt, cats were revered as sacred animals. They were associated with the goddess Bastet and were often depicted in art and mythology. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was punishable by death. Cats spread to Europe and Asia through trade routes, and their role as hunters and companions solidified their importance in human life. Cats' large, luminous eyes are adapted for seeing in low light. Their vertical pupils allow for precise control of light entering the eye. One of the largest domestic cat breeds, Maine Coons, are gentle giants with tufted ears and bushy tails. Bengal. These cats have leopard-like spots and are incredibly active and intelligent. Cats are more than just pets, they are companions, entertainers, and even healers. Their enigmatic personalities and undeniable beauty make them one of the most beloved animals worldwide. Would you like to explore more specific topics about cats, like training tips or breed guides? Cats are natural hunters, and their play often mimics hunting behavior. Toys like feather wands and laser pointers are excellent for engaging them. Territoriality. Cats are territorial animals. They mark their space with scent glands on their face and paws. Large, luminous eyes are adapted for seeing in low light. Their vertical pupils allow for precise control of light entering the eye. Whiskers. These highly sensitive hairs help cats navigate their environment, detect changes in air currents, and measure spaces. Coats. From short-haired breeds